All right. Welcome to our social well-being What's What meetup today. My name is Ethan, and I am the program manager in Andover. Please note that this webinar is for educational purposes only and is not intended to provide medical advice. So we're going to kick it off by testing your knowledge with a question. So feel free to throw your answer into the chat. But what common feeling can affect life expectancy as much as smoking? I'll give you a little bit of a hint, maybe. Oh, we got some depression, anxiety. I think mine was a little delayed coming through. There we go. Nice. Great job. So everyone is right in that realm. The correct answer is loneliness. So despite having lots of online friends, usually via social media, studies suggest that loneliness is more common than ever. When we are born, humans have a longer period of dependency than almost any other species. We depend on other humans across our lives to survive and prosper. Therefore, it's not surprising that people don't do well when they are alone or even perceive that they're alone or isolated. So for example, a person who may be starting at a new school or a new job may be surrounded by others, but may also feel alone and isolated because maybe they haven't yet had that time to form those social connections within that new situation. So I'm not sure if you remember this image and story about premature twins. I have to be honest, I wasn't aware of this story until this webinar, but originally both of these babies were not expected to live. A nurse put them in an incubator together, and the larger and stronger baby put her arm around her sister, all on her own. The struggling baby's heart stabilized and her temperature returned to normal. This was back in 1995, and both of these girls are still alive and well today. Really, really cool story. Humans are social creatures by nature. We are designed to connect with others. The desire to form social bonds is one of the most powerful motives of human beings. Tight friendships and strong social support are correlated with greater happiness and health. Well, how do you know if you have strong social supports? Some examples may include having someone you can count on when things go wrong, having someone you can talk to about problems, and being able to share positive things in life with a close friend. When I think of this, immediately what I start to think of is that whenever something good, bad, or in between is going on, who is the person or the people that you think of immediately that you want to go to? Those people or that person is going to be your social support. So social well-being means having connections with others and having social support, which can take many forms. Being strong in each dimension of well-being, physical, emotional, social, financial, and environment contributes to thriving or being at your best in a variety of ways. For example, having strong social bonds may help increase motivation to pursue and reach health goals, like following a workout program, or eating more nutritious foods, or going on your morning walk. Those with a best friend at work are 7 times more likely to be engaged in their jobs. They're better at engaging customers, less prone to injury, have higher quality work, and report higher levels of well-being. Strong social connections are also linked to a longer and healthier life. Well, how do I improve my social well-being? An effective way to improve social well-being is to build strong connections within a social network. Why is a social network important? In addition to the benefits described a moment ago, a social network supports the positive emotional qualities of relationships in our lives. A strong social network helps create feelings of being loved, cared for, and listened to. Positive social relationships may lead to a decrease in stress hormones and help create a sense of purpose in life. Studies have shown a link between social connections and improvements in health measures such as blood pressure and heart rate. The opposite is also true. Low quantity and quality of social ties is linked to a variety of chronic health conditions. What makes up a social network? The web of connections that surrounds a person. This may include family, friends, coworkers, neighbors, peers, roommates, etc. Quality matters more than quantity. The number of people within your network doesn't matter as long as it's the right fit for you. It's important to acknowledge that types and quality of relationships within a network vary greatly. Some people may be very close family or friends, others may only be acquaintances. However, each person within your network plays a different role and is equally important in serving that role. Social support can take many forms. Some examples of ways to activate your network include talking with a friend or a coworker, building relationships at work, providing a meal for a grieving family, or helping a neighbor with grocery shopping, joining groups or organizations that help those in need, and seeking out ways to connect with others who share common interests. Maybe that is attending a group fitness class at your HP Fitness Center. If you would like, please share in the chat some ways that you've built your network. All right. So, what about online connections? Our online world offers a lot of social connections via our phones, social media, etc. But are these a helpful part of social well-being? The studies are still out on this, but what we're starting to see is that it may depend on how these tools are used. There are some possible downsides. Social media may increase feelings of loneliness and isolation if they're used to replace real face-to-face human interactions. Additionally, many people share only positives on social media, which can create a skewed view of their lives. This can make others feel alone in their own challenges and struggles as they're only seeing positives from others' social media presence. However, there are some possible upsides. Social media may offer another way to stay connected with certain people. Maybe there is a great distance between that prevents that face-to-face interaction from happening as much as you would like. And it may be a way to plan for more real-life connections. What will you do next? How can you build and strengthen your social network? Look at your social network in various areas of your life. Are there areas where you'd like to add or strengthen your connections? Some examples include reaching out to a friend, calling a family member, inviting a coworker to join you for lunch or a walk, even if it's a virtual lunch meeting, or volunteering for a cause that matters for you. You can also register for a class that interests you, like a sport, painting class, community education class, group fitness class, etc. Social media can also be used to find local events, and this can be a way to find others who want to connect over those common interests. Does anyone have any other ideas that they'd like to share? I saw some things in the chat, bowling league, running club, some of these ways. You already answered this question. Well, it's easy to take the people we care about and count on the most for granted. But if we make it a priority to boost our social well-being, you are more likely to feel those positive effects immediately. Thank you so much for attending our meetup today. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to throw them in the chat or unmute. I'm going to encourage you to continue to grow your social network, maybe not even just in quantity, but in quality, and continue to develop those strong connections across those in your network. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a fantastic day.
Thank you.